Here are some things that you can do to take the schmooze out of networking. Good morning. My name is Brian Miller. I'm a magician turned professional speaker. It's 6:30 in the morning and I am heading to a local networking event. When I first met my wife and she saw what I did for a living, she had this aversion to what she called schmoozing. The idea of just people hanging out, compliment each other, stroking each other's egos, only so that they could, promote their own business. And unfortunately, a lot of networking events do become kind of schmooze fest. So if you, like my wife, kind of have an aversion to that idea, here are some things that you can do to take the schmooze out of networking. One of the most frustrating experiences in networking events is that when you walk up to somebody, the first thing they do is shove their card in your face before you've even had a chance to say hello. I don't want to learn your name from your business card. I don't want to learn about you or what you do from your business card. I don't want your business card unless I want your business card. Legendary comedian Mitch Hedberg once had a joke where he said,
"Whenever I walk, people try to hand me out flyers. And when someone tries to hand me out a flyer, it's kind of like they're saying, 'Here, you throw this away.'"
That is how I feel every time someone hands me a business card that I didn't ask for. I'm just like, thanks, I'll find a pocket for this until I find a garbage. When you hand somebody your business card before you've even met or started a conversation or started to build a connection with them, when you do that, you tell them right away that the only thing you're interested in is getting their business. Do have your business cards on you and do give them out, but wait to give them out until somebody asks you for one. There's an incredible power in somebody asking for your business card. Whew. This particular 7 a.m. networking event meets at a assisted living residence, and because we have so many members, they ask us to park across the street. I'll be back with you in a minute. Hey, 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 hey. So how do you make people want to ask for your business card? You do that by talking about what you believe in, not about what you do. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care what your job title is. I only care about that after I know that we have an alignment of beliefs and values. When you walk up to someone and they hand you your card, not only do you not know anything about them yet, I don't know if this is somebody I'd want to work with. You hear this all the time, but we want to work with people that we know, like, and trust. And that trust aspect, a lot of trust comes from a shared set of beliefs and values. You're probably familiar with Simon Sinek, but just in case you're not, he's one of the top leadership experts in the world. His TED Talks, Start With Why, basically started a revolution in the business world and the corporate world about taking care of our people by managing our relationships, by starting with why. Why do you do what you do? Why do you believe what you believe? When we share our vision of the world, when we share what we believe in and our values with other people, we tend to attract people to us that believe the same things as us. And so when you meet someone at a networking event and you share your beliefs and your values, the things that drive you, your why, when they align with the person you're speaking to, they will ask for your card. People aren't asking for your card because they need your title or your contact information. Trust me, they can get that online. They're asking for your card because they want to have a relationship with you. The networking event I went to this morning at the crack of dawn is an event I've gone to before, so I did know a bunch of the people there, but there were like 30 people in that room and I only walked away with 2 business cards. And the reason I have these 2 is because I asked these 2 people for their card. Neither of them is somebody that I can immediately hire or immediately work with, but I liked these people when they spoke about their work. I felt the passion and the belief and the value behind what they did. So I asked for their card so that I can reach out to them to stay in touch, to build a relationship, and when an opportunity presents itself where I do need one of the things that these people offer, one of their services, they will be the first person I think of because I have that relationship with them. I have that connection with them. And the third tip for taking the schmooze out of networking is to ask people questions. But when you ask them questions. Make sure you're asking interesting questions. Make sure you're asking questions that get to the heart of what they believe in and what their values are, because that's where you build connections. So instead of asking someone, when they tell you that they're a plumber, instead of asking them, oh, how did you get into that? Which is the first question almost everybody asks when they meet someone who does something that they don't do, right? People meet me, magician. Wow, magician, how did you get into that? Aren't we all tired of answering how'd you get into that? It's the first question everybody asks. Instead of asking how did you get into that, ask somebody, wow, what do you love about that? When you ask people, what do you love about your job, instead of why did you get into it, you actually get an answer that has people's values and beliefs about the world and about their relationship to the world built into the answer. You can start to get a sense of who they are, what they care about, what their interests are, and you can find common interests from within that answer. It's an easy hack to change the beginning of an ordinary, mundane networking conversation. That's going to get you a better answer, and it'll bring you closer to making a connection. Hey, 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 hey. All right, bonus tip for you. So I just arrived at the Yukon Avery Point Branford house because I'm performing magic at a wedding tonight. My bonus tip for you is this. Make sure the first words out of your mouth when you meet someone new, whether you're networking or just in public or social or walking in to perform at an event or whatever you do, first words out of your mouth, always positive. They should always be positive. A lot of times when we meet people, we shake their hand, though we just walk into a venue or whatever it is, the first words out of your mouth are about either the weather or the traffic, because that's something that everybody has in common. And it makes sense why people do that, again, because it's something we all have in common. Now, if it's a beautiful day, and you walk in and you go, gosh, what a great day. It is a boring topic because it's the weather, but it's also positive. If it's not a nice day, and today, unfortunately, is cold, overcast, rainy, I feel bad because the bride and groom that booked one of the most beautiful venues in Connecticut in the middle of May, unfortunately they were obviously hoping for such a nice day because it's this unbelievable view. But it's not a nice day, and I feel bad for them. If the first words out of my mouth are, oh boy, the weather today, it's terrible. It is about the weather, but it's also negative. And people remember the first thing that you say. They always remember the first thing that you say. It's what sets the tone for your entire relationship. So today, I'm not gonna be talking about the weather at all. The first words out of my mouth today are going to be, boy, what a beautiful venue. And that's a positive way to start every conversation I have. All right, so a quick recap, how to take the schmooze out of networking. First, don't hand out your business card. Only hand it out when somebody asks for your card. Second, how do you get them to ask for your card? Talk about what you believe in, talk about what your values are. Third, ask interesting questions, not just standard questions. Ask questions that get to the heart of what their values and beliefs are so that you can connect with people who share those values and beliefs. All right, well, I hope these tips were helpful for you. If they were, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and ding that notification bell. This is a new channel. If you want to go check out my other channel that I've got hundreds of videos uploaded to, you can check that out at Brian Miller Behind the Magic. It'll be maybe up here, maybe down in the description. Fly just flew past my face. This channel is going to feature about one video a week or so with communication and connection tips, strategies, and techniques to help you build better, stronger relationships with the people in your life personally and professionally. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for sticking with me, and always remember that our world is a shared experience. Be well and be kind.
Sometimes it's all out of reach. Soldier on.